Okay.
Shabbat shalom, hallelujah, praise the mighty Yah. I'm Yahudah being Israel today, and I'm here to talk about love and hate. I was always told that Yahweh or God, y'all call him, love everybody. So I'm gonna prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that the Almighty Yahweh love and hate. He do them both. So he's not all about love. He's all about love and hate. So when they tell you that Yahweh love everybody, that's a lie. Now, we're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 7. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 9. Start right there.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 9. Know therefore that Yahweh thy Elohim, he is Elohim, the faithful Elohim, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.
Hold it right there. So he just let us know that he loved them that keep his commandments. Okay, read.
And repayeth them that hate him to their face.
Now he going to repay the ones that he hate to their face.
To destroy them.
To destroy them.
He will not be slack to him that hated him.
That's right.
He will repay him to his face.
So all the people on this earth that hate Yahweh and ain't keeping his commandment, he's going to repay them to his face and destroy them. The book say, read.
Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day to do them.
To do them. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 16. 16 and 22.
Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 22. Neither shalt thou set thee up any image which Yahweh thy Elohim hateth.
He said he hated if you set up an image. So anytime you got a cross, a picture, or a statue, anything in your house, on your wall, or in your car, he hate that. So that's that Almighty is popping corn right now and letting you know he hate things. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 12. Tell me he love everybody. No, that's a lie. The book doing all the talking. 12, Deuteronomy 12 and 31 and 32. So, yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 31. Thou shalt not do so unto Yahweh thy Elohim, for every abomination to Yahweh which he hateth.
Yahweh hate abomination, and what is abomination? Sin and evil and wicked. Read.
Have they done unto their deities, for even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their deities.
That's right. Okay, go to Deuteronomy 32. Still talking about love and hate. But I'm talking about hate right now. I get to love later on. The things that he hate. Let's say Deuteronomy 32. Let's see. 32, I'm going to start at the verse 40 to 43.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 40. For I lift up my hand to heaven, and say, I live forever. If I whet my glittering sword, and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies.
The Almighty got enemies. He said he's going to render judgment to his enemies. Read.
And will reward them that hate me.
Everybody that hate Yah, he going to reward you.
I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives, from the beginning of revenges.
Now that don't sound like no love to me. Read.
Upon the enemy.
Upon the enemy. And who is an enemy? Anybody that don't keep his laws, his statutes, his judgment, precept, and commandment. Them his enemies is. Read.
Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries.
His adversaries is his enemies. Read.
And will be merciful unto his land and to his people.
They're going to be merciful. That's it. He's going to be merciful to his land and his people. Okay, let's go to Psalms 81. Psalm 81, start at 15.
Psalms chapter 81, verse 15. The haters of Yahweh should have submitted themselves unto him,
The haters of Yahweh, that's right, the ones that hate him, read.
but their time should have endured forever.
Their time should endure forever. Okay, go to Psalms 119. Psalms 119. Let me see what I'm on. Psalm 119. I think it's 104. Yeah, Psalms 119.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way.
So he hate every false way. Going to church, celebrating holidays, eating his bad food, running out, breaking his laws, his commandments, and stuff like that. Every false way. He hate. Okay, go to Proverbs 6 and 16. So don't let him tell you Yahweh or y'all call him God love everybody, so that's a lie. I'm proving today that he love and hate. Proverbs 6 and Proverbs 6 and 16.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things do it Yahweh hate.
6 things that y'all hate.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
And the 7 are abomination to y'all.
A proud look,
A proud look,
a lying tongue,
a lying tongue,
and hands that shed innocent blood,
kill innocent people for no reason,
and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
wicked imagination, always trying to get over on somebody, a rob, or do something evil and wicked to a person. Read.
Feet that be swift in running to mischief,
Running to the chaos, something going on. Everybody want to be nosy, trying to see what's going on. He hate that.
a false witness that speaketh lies,
A person that speak lies, a false witness, allowing you and say you did something you know you didn't do it. Well, they know you didn't do it. So these the things that Yahweh hate.
and he that soweth discord among brethren.
He is a troublemaker, a busybody, always trying to have somebody into an arguing and fighting and like confusion and BS.
My son, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother.
That's right. Okay. Now go to Proverbs chapter 8. 8 and 13. Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of Yahweh is to hate evil,
That's right. So when you fear Yah, you hate evil.
pride and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate.
The Almighty said, I hate the forward mouth. He hate the forward mouth. Okay, skip on down to 36.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death.
So when you hate the Most High, you love death. Whoever you are, I don't care who you are. When you hate the Most High, you love death. You gonna die. Okay, go to Amos chapter 5. Amos chapter 5. Let me see. 5 and 21, I think.
Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
The Almighty said, I hate and despise your feast days. Y'all know what he's talking about. Thanksgiving and all that mess. Read.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
And when y'all get together and sit down and go to talk about JC and all this other mess, he ain't gonna be studying you. Read.
Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings,
You do this on your own. Read.
I will not accept them.
The Almighty said he ain't gonna accept your pagan holidays. You can't worship and honor me when the Gentiles say November the 25th. Y'all gonna all sit down and get together and talk about who up the bam and all that. He ain't going to none of that. Read.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
He ain't gonna regard none of that. That's right.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
Take away the song that you're playing. You're playing all these songs and stuff on these pagan holidays, dancing and worshiping, honoring the white man pagan holidays.
For I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
I ain't gonna hear what they saying. Hear that kind of music. You ain't hear that. That's it. That's what I want. Okay, go to Isaiah 40. Still talking about Yahweh hates. Let's say Isaiah 40. Yes, Isaiah 40. We'll start at the 15th verse.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing, and Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beasts thereof sufficient for a burnt offering. All nations before him are as nothing.
Yahweh said all the nations before him ain't nothing. So all them nations on this earth ain't nothing to him, because they ain't keeping his laws, his statutes, his judgment, or nothing. Even though he created and made everything, but boy, he ain't studying, because they ain't studying him. You turned it back on Yah, he turned it back on you. Read.
And they are counted to him less than
And
nothing.
they counted him less than nothing.
And
Okay, that's it. Counted less than that. Let's go to Zechariah 8 and 17. All through this book, I'm showing you that the Most High hates. Okay, Zechariah 8 and 17. Christians will tell you in a minute, he love everybody. You're a lie. Okay, Zechariah chapter 8 and 17.
Zechariah chapter 8, verse 17. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor.
That's right. Don't imagine none of evil in your heart against his neighbor. Oh, I can't stand that man. Oh, I want his wife. And I won't get that car. This evil stuff. Anything that's evil. Read.
And love no false oath.
Don't love no false oath. Most people on this earth love false. Love to be lied to. Love the truth. Don't love no false oath. Read.
For all these things that I hate, for all these are things that I hate, saith Yahweh.
That's right. Yahweh hate. There you go. He hates. Okay, go to Malachi. Let me see what I want. Malachi. Start at the first verse. Malachi.
What chapter?
Malachi 1 and 1.
Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
That's corn right there. The Almighty said, I love Jacob and hated Esau, these two brothers. He loved one and hate the other one. So when they tell you the Almighty love everybody, they telling a lie. The book say, I love Jacob and hated Esau. That's corn right there. Okay, let me get on love. Okay, I done talked about all the things that the Almighty he hated. So now I'm gonna show you who he loved. Let's go to Hosea. Now I'm finna talk about who he loved and what he loved. I just showed you in the book what he hated and who he hated. Okay. Hosea chapter 11, verse 1. Yeah.
Hosea chapter 11, verse 1. When Israel when Israel was a child, Then I loved him and called my son out of Egypt.
He loved him. See, he loved Israel and called him out of Egypt because he sure did take us up out of Egypt, just like he's going to take us up out of the United States one day. Okay, let's go to Amos 3. Yeah, Amos chapter 3, verse 1.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that Yahweh hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt,
That's right.
saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
That's right. He loves us, but he gonna punish us. The only family on earth that he know. He made everybody on earth, but all he knows is the Hebrew Israelite. And he gonna punish us for our transgression, our evil, and our rebellions and wickedness. All the things that we do. Okay, let's go to Exodus 20. Talking about Yahweh love. What do we love and who do we love? Let's see. Exodus chapter 20. Mm-hmm. 6. 20 and 6.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 6. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
He's showing mercy to thousands of them that love him and keep his commandments, because everybody don't love Yahweh. Everybody say they do, but they lying. They lying. Until you don't obey the Most High, you lying. You don't love him. Okay, go to Deuteronomy chapter 5. Deuteronomy chapter 5. Let's start at the 8th verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 8. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh thy Elohim, am a jealous Elohim, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me,
People hate the Most High.
and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
So the Almighty love the ones that keep his commandment. So if you out there and ain't keeping his commandment, the Almighty hates you. I don't care who you is. He hates you. He don't love you. He only love the ones to do what he say do. And I'm going to prove that on down in the book. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 7. Deuteronomy chapter 7, start at the 6th verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh the Elohim.
The Hebrew Israelites is a holy people unto Yah.
Yahweh the Elohim have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So when he chose us to be a special people unto himself, that means we can't do like the other people do. We can't monkey see, monkey do. We got a certain way we got to live in this world to be 100 with Yah. So we can't do like the Joneses, the Chinese, the white folks, and everybody else. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Now the Almighty Yah said he chose us above all the people on the face of the earth. So you ought to be patting yourself on the back. Only if you keeping his laws and statutes and judgment, though. He chose Israel, but he showed up go bust Israel head too, because Israel hard and headed and stubborn and stiff necked and learn the way of the white folks. Read.
Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
So Israel was the fewest of all people. Read.
But because Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh king of Egypt. Know therefore that Yahweh thy Elohim, he is Elohim, the faithful Elohim, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments with
He gonna show them favor. The one that love him and keep his commandments, Almighty said, I'm gonna show you favor. Read.
and keep his commandments to 1,000
To
generations,
1,000 generations. Read, that's corn right there.
and repayeth them that hate him to their face,
I say if you don't keep his commandment, you hate the most high, and he gonna repay you to your face. Read.
to destroy
And he
them.
gonna destroy your butt.
He will not be slack to him that hated him.
He ain't gonna hesitate to be slow about getting you. Heart attack, strokes, penitentiary, all kind of ways he gets you. He can break it off in you in a million and thousand ways that I ain't gonna sit up here and name all of them, but boys, y'all know what I'm talking about. He gonna break it off in you. Read.
He will repay him to his
He
face.
gonna pay you to your face.
Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day to do them.
That's right, to do them. Okay, that's all I want. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 11. Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 13, 16. Yeah, 11 and 13.
Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 13. And it shall come to pass, if ye shall hearken diligently unto my commandments, which I command you this day, to love Yahweh your Elohim, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul.
So that's the only way you can love Yah is keep his commandment. So with them preachers talking about and with the Christians and Mexicans, y'all ain't talking about nothing. Y'all talking about y'all praising JC in church and all that old mess. He ain't Almighty ain't studying that. Okay, read that again, cause that's corn now.
And it shall come to pass, if ye shall hearken diligently
And diligent means seriously
unto my
unto
commandments,
Yahweh's commandments
which I command you this day,
right now.
to love Yahweh your Elohim,
That's the only way you're gonna love him is keep his commandment.
and to serve him
And
with all your heart,
not to be baptized, not to go to church, but serve him with all your heart. Because it don't say go no church and be baptized and pay 10% of tithes and talk about JC all day. Read.
and with all your soul, that I will give you the rain of your land in his due season, the first rain and the latter rain, that thou mayest gather in thy corn and thy wine and thy oil. And I will send grass in thy fields for thy cattle, that thou mayest eat and be full. Take heed to yourselves, that your heart be not deceived,
Now let your heart not be deceived,
and ye turn aside and serve other
and
deities,
you turn aside and start going to church and talking about JC
and worship them,
and worship them. And that's what the world doing today, going to church, talking about JC, Yahshua, Hamashiach, whatever name y'all want to put on them, which is a sin, is wrong. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy. What's that? Deuteronomy 11. Let me go to 19. Deuteronomy chapter 19. 19 and 9.
Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 9. If thou shalt keep all these commandments to do them, which I command thee this day,
If you do it, right, read.
to love Yahweh thy Elohim,
To love Yah to Elohim.
and to walk ever in his
To
ways,
walk in Yahweh way, not Yahshua JC ways, because they ways is wicked. Read.
then shalt thou add 3 cities more for thee, besides these 3.
That's right. If you do right, the Almighty gonna bless you. And that's what it's saying. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah 31, let's start the first verse.
Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 1. At the same time, saith Yahweh, will I be the Elohim of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people.
We're going to be his people.
Thus said Yahweh, the people which were left of the sword found grace in the wilderness, even Israel, when I went to cause him to rest. Yahweh hath appeared of old unto me, saying, Yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love.
He loved Israel with an everlasting love. He never said this about a Christian.
Therefore with loving kindness have I drawn thee.
Okay, read.
Again, I will build thee, and thou shalt be built, O Virgin of Israel. Thou shalt again be adorned with thy tabrets, and shalt go forth in the dances of them that make merry.
Okay. Now, I got a question for everybody out there. If you could show me in the Old or the New Testament where Yahweh or God loved the Christians, or he loved all people, and then I'll send you $500. Now, I'm going to give you that money if you could show me anywhere in the book where Yahweh say he loved the Messianics, and he loved the Christians, or he loved the Muslims, or he loved everybody, then you get your $500. But you got to show it to me in the book. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy 30. Let's see, yeah, Deuteronomy 30. Still talking about Yahweh love. I think I want Deuteronomy 30. I'm going to start at the 6th verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 6. And Yahweh thy Elohim will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed to love Yahweh thy Elohim with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live.
So when you love the Most High with all your soul and all your heart, with all your might, you ain't going to believe in no New Testament. You ain't going to believe in Yahshua. You ain't going to believe in JC. You ain't going to believe in Buddha, Haile Selassie, Muhammad, Allah. You ain't going to believe in none of that mess when you love them with all your heart. Only people that don't love them with all their heart, they believe in everything else. Read.
And Yahweh thy Elohim will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee,
The ones that hate you, the Almighty going to get them.
which persecuted
The
thee,
people that persecute you and mess over you, the Almighty going to say he going to get them for you. Read.
and thou shalt return and obey the voice of Yahweh.
It don't say obey JC. It say obey Yahweh. Read.
And do all his commandments which I command thee this day.
Don't do 7 or 8 of them. Do all 10 of them.
And Yahweh thy Elohim will make thee plenteousness in every work of thy hand,
Everything you do is going to prosper.
and the fruit of thy body,
Plenty of kids.
and in the fruit of thy cattle,
There's plenty of animals.
and in the fruit of thy land,
There's plenty of everything
for good.
for good.
For Yahweh will again rejoice over thee for good, as he rejoiced over thy fathers,
As he rejoiced over Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy Elohim,
They say if you listen to Yahweh, don't listen to JC. But if you listen to Yah,
to keep his
you
commandments
got to keep his commandments
and his statutes,
and his statutes,
which are written in this book
which
of the law.
which is written in the Old Testament, the book of the law, the Torah, and the Tanakh.
And if thou turn unto Yahweh thy Elohim with all thine heart
And so when you turn to him with all your heart
and with all thy
and
soul,
with all thy soul,
for this commandment which I command thee this day, it is not hidden from thee,
it ain't hidden from you.
neither is it far off.
It ain't way over in another country somewhere.
It is not in heaven,
It ain't in heaven where you got somebody got to go get it.
that thou shouldest say, Who shall go up for us to heaven and bring it unto us,
See, that's a lie. Ain't nothing up in heaven. The book right here. I'm reading it to you today. I ain't go to heaven to get it. I'm reading it right now. Read.
that we may hear it and do it?
You're going to hear what I'm saying, because these ain't my word, these Yahweh word, and I'm telling you to do them. Do what Yah say do. Don't listen to T.D. Jakes, Klepto Don, and J.C. and the New Testament. Do what the Old Testament say do.
Neither is it beyond the sea,
It ain't down in the sea where it's got, man, somebody got to go down there and get it.
that thou shouldest say, Who shall go over the sea for us, and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it? But the word is very nigh unto thee,
Book right here on the table. I'm reading it to you. Right here.
in thy mouth and in thy heart, that thou mayest do it.
And in your heart, you're going to do it what the book say. Read.
See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil.
Okay, let's see. Read.
And that I command thee this day to love Yahweh the Elohim, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply.
Now, if you do that, you're going to live and multiply.
And Yahweh thy Elohim shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it.
So wherever you go in this world, Almighty going to bless you for keeping His laws and commandments that, like the book say.
But that thy heart turn away, so that thou wilt not hear.
So if you start going to church and celebrate Christmas and all these pagan holidays,
but shall be drawn away,
and you're going to be drawn away to the New Testament,
and worship other deities,
and worship this monkey in the New Testament,
and serve them,
and stir them, because that's what the Messianics and Christians do. They serve this New Testament. Read.
I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish.
For you going to church and believing this New Testament, you're going to surely perish, because these are the Gentile books that the black people listening to today. Read.
And that ye shall not prolong your days.
That's when you ain't going to live a long time
Upon the land,
up on the land.
whether thou passest over Jordan to go to possess it.
And the same thing he mean with Jordan, he mean United States. Ain't nothing changed, because the Most High don't change. Same thing back then, right now, today, because he don't change. The weather changed, you and I changed, the season changed, everything changed but Yah. Read.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
And everything that we do on this earth, the heavens is recording it. The book say the heavens and the earth is recording. So everything that you do and say is being recorded every day. Read. By the heavens and the earth.
That I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both you and thy seed may live.
So that means if you're going to choose life and good, you're going to keep his laws and statutes. But if you're going to choose death and evil, you're going to go to church and believe in that New Testament. Read.
And that thou mayest that thou mayest love Yahweh thy Elohim,
That's right. You're going to love him when you do what he say do. Read.
and that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him.
That's right. Obey the Almighty voice. He ain't never told you to go obey. Listen to Paul. Listen to Peter. Listen to John. Listen to JC. He never told you to obey their voice. He told you to obey his voice. Now read that again, because I love hearing that.
That thou mayest love Yahweh the Elohim, and that thou mayest obey his voice,
Obey his voice.
and that thou mayest cleave unto him.
Cleave unto him.
For he is thy life,
Yahweh is our life.
and the length of thy days,
He the one got you on earth, living a long time if you here.
that thou mayest dwell in the land which Yahweh sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them.
To give them. That's right. Okay, now let's go to Proverbs 8 and 17. Boy, this corn right here, I'm finna show y'all now. Proverbs. It's bad to the bone right here, boy. Proverbs 8 and 17. Watch this corn here.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17. I love them that love me.
The Almighty said, I love them that love me. He didn't tell you I love everybody. He said, I only love the ones that love me. And the ones that love me is the ones keeping my statutes and laws and judgment, precept, commandment. Read.
And those that seek me early shall find me.
And you seek everything early and find them. You found the job, you found your wife, you found a car, you found a house, you found everything early. So why come you can't seek Yah? When you're looking for something, you're going to find it. You found everything else you got, didn't you? Okay, then. Yahweh say, seek me early. And I read that again, because that's cold-blooded right there.
I love them that love me,
I love them that love me. So in other words, the ones that he don't love, the ones that don't love him.
and those that seek me early shall find me.
And boy, when you seek him early, you gonna find him. Boy, that's corn right there. Okay, let's go to Second Chronicles. Second Chronicles 9. Yeah, Second Chronicles 9 and 8. Yeah, Second Chronicles 9 and 8. This cold blooded here too.
2 Chronicles chapter 9, verse 8.
Yeah.
Blessed be Yahweh the Elohim, which delighted in thee to set thee on his throne,
On the throne.
to be king for Yahweh the Elohim, because thy Elohim loved Israel,
Because he loved Israel.
to establish them forever. Therefore made he thee king over them, to do judgment and justice.
That's right. The Almighty say he loved Israel. The boy, he gonna make him king. That's right. Okay. Let's go to Joshua 22. There's some more corn here, boy. I ain't got no more corn for you. It's cold blooded right here. Watch what the book of Joshua say. Cold blooded. Okay, 22. Yeah, chapter 22. Joshua 22, 5 and 6. Let's see.
Joshua chapter 22, verse 5. But
yeah, that's one of them, but I got one cold in there. Okay, come on, yeah, read that 5 and 6.
but take diligent heed to do the commandment and the law which Moses the servant of Yahweh charged you, to love Yahweh your Elohim, and to walk in all his ways, and to keep his commandments, and to cleave unto him, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul. So Joshua blessed them and sent them away, and they went unto their tents.
Now, and another thing, I want you to show me what Yahweh told JC to do something. What he told him to do anything. Okay, let me see. Yeah, 24. Joshua 24 and 15.
Joshua chapter 24, verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh, choose you this day whom ye will serve.
You choose the day who you gonna serve. Either you gonna serve Yahshua or you gonna serve Yahweh. Or that monkey in the New Testament JC. That's it. Ooh, now choose this day. Now watch what Joshua tell them. Read.
Whether the deities which your fathers served,
With the deity that the Gentiles serve, which is JC,
that were on the other side of the flood,
that were on the other side of the flood,
or the deities of the Amorites,
or the deities of somebody else, God, the Amorites, it being the Gentiles today,
in whose land ye dwell.
and we dwell in the Gentile land, the white man land, and serving this mess they doing. Read.
But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh.
As for me and my house, we're going to serve Yah. So y'all can keep on serving Buddha, Allah, JC, that New Testament. You can keep on doing that. But for me and my house, we're going to serve Yah. Boy, that's corn right there. Read that again, boy. Go ahead on. Get your roll out. Do it.
And if it seem evil unto you
If it's sick, that's right. Read.
to serve Yahweh,
If it's sick, because when you serve somebody else, that's evil.
choose you this day whom ye will serve.
You got a choice. Who you going to serve?
Whether the deities which your fathers served,
That's right.
that were on the other side of the flood, or the deities of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh.
As for me and my house, we're going to serve Yah. Boy, you tell me there ain't no corn. He giving you an option and a choice. You could serve JC or you could serve Yahweh. It don't make him no different. Boy, because up in here, we're going to serve Yah. You see the name on the stick. We're going to serve Yah. That's his name, and that's Yahoo, the name on this stick. Boy, we're going to do it the right way up in here. I don't care what they're going to do next door and around the corner down the street. This house here that I'm in, everybody up in here going to serve Yah. Okay, let's go to Nehemiah 1. You can do what you want to do, boy, but hey, up in here, when you come through my door, it's all about y'all up in here. That's it and that's all. Cut that other mess outside. Nehemiah 1 and 5. Yeah.
Nehemiah chapter 1 verse 5, and said, I beseech thee, O Yahweh Elohim of heaven, the great and terrible Elohim, that keepeth covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe his
The
commandments.
one that loves Yahweh gonna keep his commandments all through the book. Okay, go to Psalm 8 and 17. Let's see. 8 and 8. Let's see. No, I ain't no 8 and 17 on there. That must be. Let's see. Let's go to Psalm 97 and 10. That ain't what I want. 97 and 10. Let's see. Yeah, 97 and 10.
Psalms chapter 97 verse 10, ye that love Yahweh hate evil.
The people that love Yahweh hate evil.
He preserveth the souls of his saints.
He gonna put the souls of the saints, he gonna observe them, put them back.
He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked.
He gonna deliver all the saints from the hand of the wicked. We already know who the wicked is. Okay, let's go to what did I say? Psalms. It's Psalm 145. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, 145 and 20.
Psalms chapter 145 verse 20. Yahweh preserveth all them that love him,
All the people that love Yah, he preserved them.
but all the wicked will he destroy.
All the wicked gonna destroy, and the wicked is the one that don't love the Most High, and the ones that don't keep His laws. Them the ones that's the wicked. Okay, read.
My mouth shall speak the praise of Yahweh,
We're gonna talk about Yah up in here.
and let all flesh bless his name, bless his holy name, forever and ever.
That's right. Bless Yahweh's name forever and ever. Okay, Proverbs 8. Let me see. I think I read. Let's see. Let me go back to that. I think I read that already. Yep, I did. Okay, let's go to 8 and 32. Okay, yeah, we can read that. Proverbs 8 and 32.
Proverbs chapter 8 verse 32. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways.
Yeah, they're going to be blessed for keeping Yahweh's ways. Read.
Hear instruction and be wise,
Listen to this book and be wise.
and refuse it not.
Don't refuse the truth. I'm telling y'all the truth. Don't refuse me when I'm telling you what y'all say. Now, if I was talking about somebody else, then y'all supposed to cut the video off and say, man, that nigga talking like a fool. He talking like a clown. When I'm representing y'all, it's a whole new ball game. Now, when I start talking about anybody else, then I'm a fool and something wrong with me, and need to be in a mental institution because I done went crazy. I'm talking about y'all, then all of a sudden I'm talking about somebody else. Yeah, I must be retarded and crazy. If I switch up on y'all like that, then hey, I'd rather be dead. Read.
Blessed is the man that heareth me,
Blessed is the man to hear y'all.
watching daily at my gates,
And that's dead at his gate.
waiting at the post of my door.
Right.
For whoso findeth me, findeth life,
Yeah.
and shall obtain favor of Yahweh.
You're gonna tell you favor of y'all.
But he that sinned against me wrongeth his own
The
soul.
people that sin against Yah wronging his own soul. You going to hell, boy.
All they that hate me love death.
And so when you hate the Most High, you got to love death. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 30. Let me see if I read Jeremiah 31. Let's see. Yeah, I read that. I don't know what it's from. Okay. Yeah, I done read all that. Okay, now I done talked about Yahweh love and he hate. He do both of them. Now, I'm finna prove beyond a shadow of doubt that the Almighty Yah only speak in the Old Testament. So let's go to Exodus 4 and 30. Get this on the Bible right quick. Exodus. Now I want to talk about the Almighty. He talk and speak in the Old Testament. He never spoke or talked to nobody in the New Testament. So I'm gonna go to prove beyond the shadow of doubt. That's what he do. Okay, what I say? Exodus 4. Okay, Exodus 4 and 30. Start at the 30. Yeah.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 30. And Aaron spake all the words which Yahweh had spoken unto Moses, and did the signs in the sight of the people.
No, read that again.
And Aaron spake all the words which Yahweh had spoken unto Moses,
That Yahweh had spoken unto Moses. Yahweh doing the talking. Read.
and did the signs in the sight of the people.
Read.
And the people believed, and when they heard that Yahweh had visited the children of Israel, and that he had looked upon their affliction, then they bowed their heads and worshipped.
Worship Yah. That's right. So I'm proving that he speak. Okay, go to Exodus 9. Exodus chapter 9. Exodus chapter 9, verse 12. Yeah. 9 and 12.
Exodus chapter 9, verse 12. And Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as Yahweh had spoken to Moses.
See, Yahweh spoken to Moses. He never spoke to JC, Peter, Paul, Luke, or John. So what you gonna fool with that book for? The Almighty speaking in this book. Read that again, because that's corn right there.
And Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as Yahweh had spoken unto Moses.
He spoken to Moses. Read.
And Yahweh said unto Moses,
And Almighty talking to Moses. Read.
Rise up early in the
He
morning,
told Moses to rise up early in the morning. He ain't never told JC nothing. Read.
and stand before
And
Pharaoh,
go stand before Pharaoh.
and say unto him,
And say to Pharaoh,
Thus saith Yahweh Elohim of the Hebrews,
tell him what I said. Tell him I'm saying, thus said Yahweh. Read.
Let my people go,
Let my people go,
that they may serve me.
that they may serve me. So he told Moses to go down to Egypt and tell Pharaoh what I said, to let my people go. That's corn right there. Read.
For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thy heart,
And if you don't let my people go, I'm going to send all my plagues on Yahweh's heart
and upon thy
and
servants,
upon they servant.
and upon thy people,
That's right. He going to set it, yeah, upon them, read.
that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth.
Ain't nobody like Yah in all the earth. So why you going to turn to JC? Hamashiach or JC. Ain't nobody like him in all the earth, but you going to tell me you got to go through the Son to get to the Father. Man, stop it. You a fool if you believe that. Read.
For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth.
From the earth.
And in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth.
So he raised Moses up for this purpose. Did you know that? He raised Moses up for this. And I'm going to show you somebody else he raised up. Besides Moses, he raised all of them in the Old Testament. But I'm going to show you what the book said. The book said, I raised Moses up for this talk, for to do this, to spread my name. Read that again, because that's cold-blooded right there.
And in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up,
Yahweh said, I raised Moses up
for to show in thee my
so
power,
I can show my power through Moses.
and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth.
That Moses gonna pop this corn about Yahweh because he ain't never talked about nobody but Yah. Moses ain't never talked about no JC. He got a son coming later on down. He gonna die for the world to see. He never talked that kind of talk. He only talked about Yah. Okay, read Exodus 9 and let's go to 9 and 35. Skip on 9 to 35.
Verse 35. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go, as Yahweh had spoken by Moses.
Yeah, spoken by Moses. Yahweh spoken about Moses. Okay, Exodus 34. Still talking about the Most High talking in the Old Testament. He ain't never talked in the New. 34. Let's see. 34. Let's start at the 27th. Yeah.
Exodus chapter 34, verse 27. And Yahweh said to Moses,
Yahweh said to Moses.
Write thou these words,
He told him what to do.
for after the tenor of these words I have made a covenant with thee and with Israel.
That's right. He talking.
And he was there with Yahweh 40 days and 40 nights.
Now, when was JC with him? When was when was JC with him? Moses was with him 40 days and 40 nights. Read.
He did neither eat bread nor drink water.
See, they try to say JC did the same thing in the New Testament, but that's a lie. Book talking. Book say Moses did it, but Yahweh never say JC did it. So that's a lie then. Read.
And he wrote upon the tables of the words of the covenant, the 10 commandments.
And he got his permission to do this from Yahweh. Yahweh told him what to do. Read.
And it came to pass, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tables of testimony in Moses' hand, when he came down from the mount, that Moses was not, that the skin of his face shone while he talked with him. And when Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moses, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh him. And Moses called unto them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the congregation returned unto him, and Moses talked with them.
Moses went and talked to the people.
And afterward all the children of Israel came nigh, and he gave them in commandment all that Yahweh had spoken with him in Mount Sinai.
So we see that Yahweh is speaking to Moses. I want y'all, I'm going to send you another $500 if you can show me where the Almighty spoke to Paul, Peter, Luke, and John, or JC, any of them. Read.
Until Moses had done speaking with them, he put a veil on his face.
Read.
But when Moses went in before Yahweh to speak with him, he took the veil off until he came out. And he came out and spake unto the children of Israel that which he was commanded. And the children of Israel saw the face of Moses, that the skin of Moses' face shone. And Moses put the veil upon his face again until he went in to speak with him.
Because he had been in the presence of Yah. This was a holy man. There was a righteous man. Moses was 1,000. He had been in the presence of Yah, and the people couldn't look upon his face because he was shining. He was glowing like the sun. Boy, face so shine, like looking at the sun, looking at Moses' face, and they couldn't see it, so he had to put the veil on the boy. Okay, now let's go to Numbers 1. Numbers chapter 1. Still talking about Yahweh talking in the Old Testament and speaking. Okay, Numbers 1. Let's see. 48. Yeah.
Numbers chapter 1 verse 48. For Yahweh has spoken unto Moses, saying,
Okay, that's all I want. He spoke to Moses. I'm proving the point that he spoke to Moses. Okay, now let's go to 10 and 29. Numbers 10 and 29. Proving beyond the shadow of doubt that he spoke. 10, yeah, 10 and 29.
Numbers chapter 10 verse 29. And Moses said unto Hobab, the son of Raguel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law. We are journeying unto the place of which Yahweh said, I will give it you. Come thou with us, and we will do thee good. For Yahweh has spoken good concerning Israel.
He has spoken good concerning Israel. He ain't never spoken good about no Christian or no Messianic. Show me that. I see another $500. We spoke good in him. Okay, Joshua 21. Joshua 21, verse 45.
Joshua chapter 21, verse 45. There fell not aught of any good thing which Yahweh has spoken unto the house of Israel. All came to
Which
pass.
he has spoken to the house of Israel. Okay, go to 2 Kings. Okay. 2 Kings 19. 17. Yeah, 19, 21. 17, 19, 21.
2 Kings chapter 19, verse 21. This is the word that Yahweh has spoken concerning him.
That he has spoken.
The virgin, the daughter of Zion, have despised thee, and laughed thee to scorn. The daughter of Jerusalem hath shaken her head at thee. Whom hast thou reproached and blasphemed? And against whom hast thou exalted thy voice?
Okay, I just wanted to get the spoke part. Okay, let's go to Numbers, chapter 11. Still dealing with talking and speaking in the New Testament. So I say Numbers, okay. Let's see. Numbers chapter 11, verse 16. Yeah, Numbers chapter 11, 16 to 18.
Numbers chapter 11, verse 16. And Yahweh said unto Moses,
Yahweh talking to Moses again.
Gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom thou knowest to be the elders of the people, and officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand there with thee. And I will come down and talk with thee there.
What? He gonna come down and talk to who?
And I will take of the Spirit which is upon thee, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear it not thyself alone. And say thou unto the people, Sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, and ye shall eat flesh, for ye have wept in the ears of Yahweh, saying, Who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore Yahweh will give you flesh.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. But I just wanted to prove that the Almighty talking and speaking in the Old Testament. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 5. Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 23.
Deuteronomy chapter Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 23. And it came to pass, when ye heard the voice out of the midst of the darkness, for the mountain did burn with fire, that ye came near unto me, even all the heads of your tribes and your elders. And ye said, Behold, Yahweh our Elohim hath showed us his glory and his greatness, and we have heard his voice out of the midst of the fire.
You heard who voice? Yahweh voice? Because the New Testament say you ain't heard his voice at all. I'm going to prove to you that what they say in the New Testament. Now read that again. That's cold-blooded right there.
And ye said, Behold, Yahweh our Elohim hath showed us his glory and his greatness, and we have heard his voice out of the midst of the fire.
We heard the voice of Yah at the midst of the fire. Read.
We have seen this day that Elohim doeth talk with man, and he liveth.
We see in the Old Testament that he talked with man. That's what the book say. He don't talk with nobody in the New Testament. He talk with man. And I'm going to prove to you that he don't talk in the New Testament. Matter of fact, yeah, well, let me go to the New Testament right quick. And let's go to John. Let me prove to you what it say in John. This monkey book. John, I think it's John chapter 5. And watch what it say over here. John chapter 5, verse 37. Read that.
John chapter 5, verse 37. And the Father himself, which have sent me, hath borne witness of me.
That's a lie. Now watch what is another lie. That's one lie.
Ye have neither heard his voice at any time,
The New Testament say, JC said, you ain't never heard the voice of Yah anytime. Read.
nor seen his shape.
This is a lie. You just read in the Old Testament where the me talk to men. Now you gonna come to the New Testament talking about you ain't heard his voice anytime. Read that lie again.
And the Father himself, which have sent me,
That's a lie. Because I ain't never read in the Old Testament where Yahweh sent it. Read.
hath borne witness of me.
And then nobody in the Old Testament bore witness to you, so you told another lie.
Ye have neither heard his voice at any time,
Y'all know that's a lie because I just read it to you in the Old Testament. Read.
nor seen his shape.
Now let me get up out this book before I start throwing up. Man, shit, somebody ain't nobody heard nobody's voice. Okay, what was I at? Let's go to, did we finish Deuteronomy?
I think so.
Okay, let's go to Ezekiel. Let's go to Ezekiel. Chapter 3, I think. Let's see. Chapter 3. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 21.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 21. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man, that the righteous sin not, and he do it not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also thou hast delivered thy soul. And the hand of Yahweh was there upon me, and he said unto me, Arise, go forth into the plain.
Now see, he talking, and he go Ezekiel talking to Ezekiel in the Old Testament.
And I will there talk with thee.
He gonna talk now. Now the New Testament just say ain't nobody heard his voice and talk to him in no time. So you know that's a lie in the New Testament. Read that again.
And the hand of Yahweh was there upon me, and he said unto me, Arise, go forth into the plain, and I will there talk with thee.
I'm gonna talk with you. Read.
Then I arose and went forth into the plain, and behold, the glory of Yahweh stood there, as the glory which I saw by the river of Chebar, and I fell upon my face.
Okay, that's corn right there. Okay, let's go to Genesis. Genesis 17. Boy, he talking all through the book. All through the book he talking. But the New Testament say he don't talk over there. And I know he don't. He don't talk over there, but he talk in the Old Testament. So he telling the truth in the New Testament. He don't talk, but in the Old Testament he talking. He popping corn. Okay, let's go to 1 through 8. Genesis 17 and 1.
Genesis chapter 17, verse 1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, Yahweh appeared to Abram and said unto him,
So he went to him. He appeared to him, and he went to him.
I am the Almighty Elohim.
He told him, I'm the Almighty Elohim.
Walk before me and be thou perfect.
Now, in order for him to do this, he had to be talking to Abraham. He told him to be perfect. Yahweh told him to be perfect.
And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly. And Abram fell on his face, and Elohim talked with him.
What? He what now?
And Abram fell on his face, and Elohim talked with him.
He talked. Boy, he talked. Read.
Saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but thy name shall be Abraham.
Okay, then this is going to be talking about the covenant that he made with Abraham. But I'm letting the world know that he talked. He talked to him. Now show me in the New Testament where he talked to anybody. Okay, let's go to Genesis 35. Genesis 35. Genesis 35 and Genesis 35 and 13. Yeah, 13 start.
Genesis chapter 35, verse 13. And Elohim went up from him, and the place where he talked with him.
He talked with him. Read.
And Jacob set up a pillar in the place where he talked with him.
He talked with him.
Even a pillar of stone. And he poured a drink offering thereon, and he poured oil thereon. And Jacob called the name of the place where Elohim spake with him, Bethel.
Well, Yahweh spake to him. Elohim and Yahweh is synonymous with one another, talking about the same person. Okay, let's go to Exodus 20 and 19. Nice. Yeah, start at the 9. Let me see. Yeah, 19.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 19. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not Elohim speak with us, lest we die.
Well, they didn't want to hear what y'all had to say, because, boy, he's so powerful. They had to go through Moses, because, boy, they didn't want to hear the Almighty. The voice was so loud. Read.
And Moses said unto the people, Fear not, for Elohim is come to prove you, and that his fear may be before your faces, that ye sin not. And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where Elohim was. And Yahweh said unto Moses,
And Yahweh said in the Moses, he talking to Moses.
Thus thou shalt say unto the children of Israel,
This what you tell the children of Israel.
Ye have seen that I have talked with you from heaven.
Woo, he talk. So he talk from heaven. Read.
Ye shall not make with me deities of silver, neither shall ye make unto you deities of gold.
Don't do that. He talking from heaven. Tell him don't do that. Read.
And also of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings, and thy peace offerings, thy sheep, and thy oxen. In all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee,
That's right. Read on.
and I will bless thee.
Okay, I will bless you. Okay, in other words, he talking. Let's go to Exodus 33. 33 and 7. Let's see. 33. Yeah. Yeah, 33 and 7 through 11.
Exodus chapter 33, verse 7. And Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp, afar off from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of the congregation. And it came to pass that every one which sought Yahweh went out unto the tabernacle of the congregation, which was without the camp. And it came to pass, when Moses went out unto the tabernacle, that all the people rose up and stood every man at his tent door, and looked after Moses until he was gone into the tabernacle. And it came to pass, as Moses entered into the tabernacle, the cloudy pillar descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle, and Yahweh talked with Moses.
What? I said, Yahweh talk to Moses, boy. Read.
And all the people saw the cloudy pillar stand at the tabernacle door, and all the people rose up and worshipped, every man in his tent door. And Yahweh spake unto Moses face to
He
face.
talked to Moses face to face. Now show me where he talked to JC at. He could have had his back turned talking to JC. I want to see that. You ain't got to show me face to face like he did with Moses. Just show him where he talked to him any kind of way. Read.
As a man speaketh unto his friend.
Just like a man talked to his friend, Yahweh talked to Moses.
And he turned again into the camp, but his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle.
Okay, that's all I need. I just want to prove that he talked. Deuteronomy 5 and 4. All through the book he talking. New Testament say he don't do it. Old Testament say he do it. 5 and 4. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 4. Yahweh talked with you face to face in the mount out of the midst of the fire.
Talk to him face to face. That's right. That's some more. Okay, let's go to Zechariah 1 and 9. Zechariah. Let's see. Zechariah 1 and 9, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Zechariah 1 and 9.
Zechariah chapter 1 verse 9. Then said I, O my master, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will show thee what these be.
The angel even talked. Now I got the angel talking and Yahweh talking. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 1. Jeremiah, yeah, Jeremiah 1 right here. Yeah, that's what I wanted to. Yeah, that's what I want to read that first verse.
Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 1. The words of Jeremiah the son of Hilkiah, of the priests that were in Anathoth, in the land of Benjamin, to whom the word of Yahweh came in the days of Josiah the son of Ammon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign.
You notice the word of Yah came, not the word of JC, the word of Yah. Read.
And it came also in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month.
Okay, now here go the corn. This come the corn right here, this fourth verse on down. Read.
Then the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying,
Came to him saying,
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
before I formed you, he talking about Jeremiah, because this Jeremiah he talking about, he say, before I formed you in the belly of your mama, I knew thee. He didn't know JC, he ain't studying him. Read.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Before you was born, Jeremiah, I had sanctified you. Now show me who he did this with in the New Testament. You get another $500. Who did he sanctify from the womb in the New Testament? Read.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Now Yahweh said, I ordained Jeremiah to be a prophet to the nation. Now show me where he ordained somebody in the New Testament to be a prophet to anybody. And you get another $500.
Then said I, Ah, Yahweh Elohim, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child.
He ain't nothing but a child. Jeremiah just a baby. He can't speak. He just a child. Read.
But Yahweh said unto me,
Yahweh said unto Jeremiah,
Say not, I am a child.
don't say you no child, boy.
For thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee.
Wherever I send you, Texas, New York, California, go pop that corn. Read.
And whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak.
You gonna come in the name of Yahweh. Jeremiah, when it came in the name of Yahweh, he ordained Jeremiah to be a prophet to pop that corn for Yah.
Be not afraid of their faces,
Don't be afraid of their faces.
for I am with thee.
I'm with you. Don't be afraid of that monkey in the New Testament. Don't be afraid of Bobby Simmons. Don't be afraid of Donald Trump. I'm with you. Don't be afraid of the feds. Don't be afraid of the police. I'm with you. Don't be afraid of nobody. I'm with you. Now read that again. That's cone right there.
Be not afraid of their
Don't
faces,
be afraid they facing.
for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith Yahweh.
Woo, that's corn right there. Read.
Then Yahweh put forth his hand and touched my mouth,
The Almighty touched his mouth.
and Yahweh said unto me,
He said it to Jeremiah. He popping corn, he talking. You ain't gonna never see this in the New Testament. So what you need it for? Read.
Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
He put his words in Jeremiah's mouth, just like he put them in Moses' mouth, just like he put them in Noah's mouth, just like he put them in everybody, all the Isaiah, Ezekiel, Amos, Haggai, me, and all the other brothers in this Torah base in the United States. Yahweh put his words in my mouth today. Because that's all I'm talking about is Yah. I ain't talking about nobody else. His words. Read.
See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant.
That's right. Read.
Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou? And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree.
Okay, that's all I wanted to prove that the Almighty talking. He is talking in the Old Testament. And that's it and that's all. Okay, but I'm going to get ready to close out, boy, because I popped some corn today. It was all about Yah, and I ain't going to continue to be all about Yah. And if y'all have any questions, like I said, I done gave you my phone number 1,000 times. Just call me and we can talk about any subject anytime. But I want them non-believers and them disbelievers to get that $500 that I keep trying to offer. I done gave you my phone number. It's been over a year and I ain't heard from nobody. Don't nobody want to talk to me. Don't nobody call, want no money. But I'm trying to pay you and give you some money for some answers, but I can't even get the answer. So I'm going to go and close out by saying, giving all glory and praise and honor to Yahweh by saying hallelujah and praise the mighty Yah. Shalom, shalom.